Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So because you guys literally love when I design logos or brand identities, I thought I would come back with another video of me doing just that. So in this video, you are going to watch me brand up a premium bath bomb company. Now I know this is pretty out there and pretty random, but I am a sucker for a good bath. I will choose a bath over a shower any day. Let me know in the comments if you are a bath person or a shower person, because I'm a bath person. Anyway, enough of me rambling about baths. Let's get into the design. We are sat down, we are ready to go. I hope you guys have your popcorn and you are ready to watch me dive deep into creating a brand identity for a premium bath bomb company. So when I think of bath bombs, I don't ever think of premium. I just think like you get your normal bath bomb, but I want to like step it up a notch and go premium and create some badass brand identity for this bath bomb company. So first things first, if you've watched my videos, you will know that I come up with a name for the company. Now I have written loads of things down and I came up with loads of different stuff, and I finally found one that I was happy with, and it is called The Good Fizzle. So when you put your bath bomb in, obviously it fizzles out, and I was thinking, oh, it could be fizzled out, but I feel like The Good Fizzle just reminds me of like a little bit premium. You know it's going to be good, and I love the word fizzle, so I'm going to use that throughout the brand identity. So now we've got the name, the next stage is to go on to the mood board. So I have already curated a load of different images that I'm going to show you now, and I do this on Pinterest. So I will create a new board and pin a load of different stuff to the board. This is exactly the same thing as what I do with clients too. So I will get them to pin a load of stuff to their board and break down each image so I know exactly what route they want to go down. So I've done this for myself. So as you can see, there are some beautiful gradients, lots of bright colors, because you guys know me, I love myself some bold colors, and we have some really nice blacks in there. So I'm really thinking of using bright, bold gradient colors with some blacks. I'm not sure on the font I want to go for yet, whether we want to go for a sans serif or a serif font, but we will decide that when we get into it. Once this is done, I will take some of these images and I will create myself a mood board, which I'm going to do now. Now to create your mood board, I literally just use squares and I use the clipping mask. So I press Command 7 and it means that your image will be masked by the square, creating a really nice mood board for yourself. Okay, mood board done, and this will always stay in Illustrator with me now, so it's always there when I'm working on the brand identity. So we're gonna get straight into it, and the name of this is The Good Fizzle. So I'm feeling like I'm gonna use the exact same font, but I kind of want like an italic in there. So like either the good is in italic or the fizzle is in italic. So using the italic means that it's gonna differentiate, that was a really hard word to say, the words up, so you know that there is like a meaning behind the brand. So I'm gonna get straight into this and write out The Good Fizzle. Now I'm not sure if I want to use caps or we're gonna go for lowercase, but I will figure this out when we do it. So let's try and find a font. So those are the fonts that I have chosen. I've definitely gone towards more the serif sort of typeface. I did start off with a really crazy one, and I feel like that's just not going to work because the gradients and the colors are going to be so much in your face. I want to keep the typeface quite simple, and I want the gradients to do all the talking, and the typeface to just be really simple. Have still sort of an edge to it, but we're going to go quite simple with this one so that the colors can really just shine. The next stage is we're gonna get rid of a few things. So I am gonna get straight into this. Now the first one, that one is gone because we don't want to go down that way. This one, okay, they have, I was gonna say it's too bold, but they do have a really nice regular font. I feel like that one's really nice, and I love how the F and the I intertwine with each other. It works really well, and I feel like I'm gonna go for the italics on the good, just because it's like the good fizzle. Do you know what I mean? It looks good, and I feel like it's gonna work. So we're gonna keep that one. This one is exactly the same as that one. I didn't even realize, but yeah, that one, it can go. This one is too spaced out for me, and I'm not getting good energy from it. Same as this one. I'm not feeling it. I kind of like this one too, and this one. So at least we have 4 now that we are dealing with. So we're gonna break this down and get it down to 2 now. So I love the G on this. We're gonna see if it has an italic. It doesn't have an italic, so I'm getting rid of it because I want an italic in my life. Next is this one. This is Antique Book. So I'm gonna see if that one has an italic. It doesn't, so it is gone. So we are left with 2 now. I feel like this is, we're doing good. Normally, I'm like, I can't decide what font I want, and I'm sat here for like 20 minutes just staring at them until one of them jumps out at me. So let's have a look. Does this one have an italic? That is the question. It does. I love the intertwine of the O's. Really works nicely, and like in bath bombs there's a lot of layers, so I feel like the overlapping of the O's represents this really well. And once again, the F and the I are combined, and I love that little extra onto this typeface. This is going to be hard. I feel like this one just reminds me of the writing in like a good book, and that's not the kind of look I'm trying to go for. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one, and I'm gonna just go for this one and see what happens. So once I've chosen the typography or the typeface, I am gonna play around with it and get it into a logo. Because this is currently just the typeface sat there. I might amend some things on it. I might tweak a few bits on the actual font and see if I can get it looking like a logo. Been playing around with the logos, and I feel like I'm in a good place. I like the layout of these, and I'm not sure which to choose between the first or the second. I could use both of them, one of them as the primary logo and then the other as a secondary logo, so I'm not too fussed about that. I do think I prefer the first one just because the G fits really nicely on top of the fizzle, and I love how the G look. It reminds me of like when you put the bath bomb in and it fizzles out and creates really nice colour in the bath, if that makes any sense. It's just my creative mind thinking of these things. But yeah, I'm really liking the look of it. Now what I'm probably going to do is play around with the gradient, try and bring that to life, because at the moment it is looking very plain, very boring, and I do love a lot of colour. So I'm going to transform this brand by using a lot of colour. So let's go and add some colour into this and see what I can come up with. I'm really excited that I'm getting to use the gradients within this. I really like the contrast of the blacks and then this really nice like creamy grey white colour against the gradient. It just works really nicely. I really like the feel of like using sunset colours to represent like the relaxing feeling. You're wining, you're dining, and you're about to have a nice bubble bath, and yeah, the sunset just reminds me of taking a bath and just relaxing and letting it all out, and I want to get that across throughout this brand, so I'm definitely gonna use those sorts of colours within the branding. So the next stage, once I've done like the primary and secondary logos, I will go on to create like a logo mark, a Submark logo, just another alternative version of this logo. So if this was for a client, they would have lots of variety when using their logo, and they wouldn't come up with an issue, say if they needed like a landscape logo, something to fit in a circle, and so on. I'm going to continue developing this brand and hopefully create a really nice Submark logo for this. I'm feeling like the letters are going to intertwine just like the layers on like a bath bomb does. I'm just feeling like a really nice condensed sort of Submark logo to represent this. So I'm going to go and work on that now and hopefully come up with something that looks insane. Also, I've just had an amazing idea as well. Because this brand is premium, I thought it would be really nice to add like a bottle of bubbly in with your bath bomb. So you get like your bath bomb package and then you get like a little mini bottle of fizz. So like the good fizzle, you get a bath bomb and you get some fizz. I feel like that is very premium and that works so well, and I don't feel like there's a company that does this, so I've just made up a new company. Submark logo is done and it looks insane. We wanted to get like a really nice arch in with that, and I know I mentioned before about using sunset colours, and I thought just having that really nice rounded arch would work well and represent the sun against the gradient colours. It looks really nice. I was struggling to put the words together and actually make it look good, but I really wanted like overlapping stuff while still being connected to the outer line, and I just feel like this works so well. And I thought of like mirroring it, and it looks like a bath bomb in half but put together, if that makes any sense. I feel like it's gonna look really nice over some photography elements, so I'm gonna continue exploring this branding, put in some more gradients, see what works well, and find some photography for this brand, because I feel like this is just gonna bring everything to life. Like in my other videos, I've added photography and it literally went from 50 to 100 and it just looks so ace. So I'm gonna use Pexels and Unsplash to find some photography and really bring this brand to life. That is the sound of it going to plan. These photography pieces are just insane, and how good do they make the brand look, by the way? It really does just bring in that realness to the brand when you add in photography, and obviously when you relate it to the business that you're doing it to. So obviously this is bath bombs, I've got someone in the bath, I've got a bath bomb, and then I've got some really beautiful flowers and a lady's leg in the bath, which I literally am obsessed with, by the way. This brand feels very premium, but it's like funky premium, and even the name suits the brands, The Good Fizzle. Like that sounds very premium to me, and having a really good name for your business is key. So if you are trying to think of a business name, make sure you do a lot of research and try and come up with something that represents the brand. And if the name of the brand doesn't match the vibe of the brand, it really just won't work. So I have come up with the main logo, secondary logo, a Submark logo. I've added in some photography elements. I've even made a really nice pattern with the Submark logo. So the next thing that I'm gonna probably do is try and find some mock-ups of packaging for the bath bombs, see if I can create some really nice stationery for this brand and see the brand in action, because that is the thing that sells it the most. So if you are doing this for a client, you want to make sure that you are using mock-ups. So the place that I go for mock-ups that I get asked all the time is a place called Envato Elements. So I have a subscription with them, and I will put a link in my bio if you want to use it. I get most of my fonts from there, I get most of my mock-ups from there, and they are insane. You just have to pay like a monthly fee, and you get all of the goods. So it is a great place to go for those sorts of things. So I'm gonna try and find some mock-ups and see if I can bring this brand even more to life, and I'm excited to see this brand in action and have some really nice mock-ups to go along with this brand as well. So I've just tried to find a few mock-ups, but because I've like niched down into bath bombs, it was very hard to find. So I've gone on to Creative Market and bought myself a bath bomb mock-up set. So I feel like it's gonna look insane because I've purchased that. I've got a few things from Envato, like box mock-ups. So I'm gonna go and mock all of this up and show you the end result. Oh my god, how insane does it look when you actually mock it up? I actually feel like this is a real brand now just because of these mock-ups, and I would buy into this brand because of the packaging. So let me know what you think of this whole brand. I'm going to put the whole brand on screen so you can see it for yourself. I am just obsessed with this brand. I know I probably say this every video, but this one has really topped it for me. Everything works so well. The typography, the curvature of the G just really reminds me of that soaking in the bath and letting the bubbles just go. It just works so nicely, and I am very, very impressed with myself for actually managing to make this brand. And I feel like I haven't seen a bath bomb company done like this before, especially in a premium way. So that is the branding done now, and I honestly had so much fun coming up with that brand, coming up with the name, colour palette, typography, everything like that. It is one of my favourite things to do, is just to create a whole brand from scratch. Now if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments what you thought of this brand, if you think I took it in a good direction or if you think it was pants. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. And if you don't follow me on Instagram already, make sure you head over to there. It is _Abby Design, where I share most of my life on there and what I get up to.